You have to start unlearning everything that you've learned and picking it apart, question everything, and start to form your own beliefs. Hey everyone, my name is Monica and thank you so much for coming to my channel. So I first wanted to start off by saying thank you to all of my new subscribers. I know I've been MIA for like a month. I've just been crazy busy and actually recently got back from a trip to Oregon where I used to live, and tomorrow's my birthday and I'm going to be going out of town again for a camping trip for a few days. But I wanted to film this video before I left. And also thank you to my old subscribers who have been with me for a while. Thank you for coming back. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it feels very strange to be in front of a camera again, but it also feels so good. I was putting out about one video a week, but I try to film whenever I get inspired by something going on in my life, and which happens actually very frequently. I just need to actually turn on the camera and get it together. So anyways, today's video is going to be on the topic of jealousy or envy. And I got inspired today to talk about this topic because I was talking with a friend earlier who has just gotten her dream job. And if you're watching, congratulations again, by the way. And she mentioned that she can feel that certain people are very like genuinely happy for her and for the success that she's come upon. And some people are seeming more jealous. And we can all sense that. Like sometimes people will be like, oh, congratulations, but we can sense they're not really happy for us. And it's probably because they're jealous. And of course, being human, I have gone through this a lot in my life, especially at times where I was at a low point and I felt like my life wasn't going anywhere. And I was seeing everybody else have these things, these successes, these opportunities that I wanted so badly, and I would feel jealous. So I wanted to kind of talk about how to get past that point of being jealous. And the first step I would say that I've figured out for myself is to allow that feeling to be there. If you want to go more into this topic, please check out my video titled The Art of Allowing. I will have it linked up here somewhere. That one will explain more of what I mean by allowing your feelings. Jealousy, envy, it is a lower vibrational emotion, which is why it doesn't feel good when we feel jealous about something or something that someone has, or just whatever it is in particular. It doesn't feel good. And as humans, we are naturally programmed to seek pleasure and to run away from pain. So that's the reason why, I mean, jealousy, that emotion in general, think about what people have told you, what adults have told you when you were growing up. Oh, someone's green with envy. Oh, don't be jealous of that person. Or they always made it seem like it's such a negative thing. And because it's seen as such a negative thing, it makes us want to avoid that feeling because we don't want to seem like we're bad people. We know we should be happy, or we feel like we should be happy for our friends. And maybe we are, a lot of times we are to a certain degree, but then we can also feel envious of what they have because we think that we need that or we want that also in our life to feel happy, whether it be a new job or it be a boyfriend, girlfriend, some kind of relationship, some kind of friendship, more money, a promotion, whatever it is. There's always something at some point that we want that we haven't manifested yet. But we also see evidence of other people who have attained these things that we so desperately want that it hurts almost to see other people with them and us without it. So first of all, just acknowledge, at least acknowledge that you feel jealous. Just say, hey, you don't have to tell it to anybody else. You can think it to yourself. You can say it to yourself. You can write it down. But you got to be honest with yourself and accept that you're feeling jealous. Acknowledge that emotion. Remember to remind yourself that you're not a bad person for feeling this way. You're just human. We all feel it, whether we want to or not. We just do. sometimes. And it will get easier and easier to get over as you start to become more conscious and aware of that's how you're feeling, and not trying to repress it and just bury it deep down and try to ignore it or be in denial that we're jealous and be like, oh yeah, I'm so happy, but inside you feel like you're dying. Just acknowledge it, trust me, okay? It's gonna be uncomfortable, but just try it. Then after that, ask yourself, why am I jealous? The reason why people get jealous of other people is because of a lack mindset. It is a mindset that you tell yourself, it's a lie that you tell yourself, that there is not enough. I can't have that. That person or these people have that, so I can't have it. So what is a belief? A belief is just a story that you keep telling yourself over and over again. That's all it is. You can always change your thoughts and you can change your beliefs, and that will change how you feel. So whenever you're starting to feel jealous of somebody or something, remember that this is an abundant universe. Our natural state is abundance. So just because a friend or a family member just manifested their dream partner, they manifested their dream job, they manifested the raise they wanted, they got the car that you've always wanted. Just remember that there are plenty of those things in this universe. Whatever they have that you think you might want may not actually be something that you really want. There might be something even better than what you thought you wanted, that the universe is conspiring to bring you. And also, if, let's just say, for example, a friend got like this really nice car that you think that you really want, and you're feeling jealous and you're feeling upset, or you make comments like, I wanted that car, but then I realized that it's a foreign car and it would be really expensive to fix, and I'd rather go with this kind of car instead. Like, if you start kind of lying to yourself and other people and making excuses about why you don't actually really want something, then that's like you telling the universe, you're putting that energy out that that thing is bad and you don't want that thing. You want to stay far away from that thing. Your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. So it'll think of that car and they'll just have this bad negative feeling about it and be like, okay, no, let's steer clear of that because that apparently is not a good thing. You don't want to subconsciously push something that you actually want to manifest away. So you got to be honest too with how you feel about that thing that it is that you want and not make excuses for it. And a lot of times we also get jealous because we feel like that person doesn't deserve what they got. They didn't deserve that job or that promotion or that relationship. I deserve it. I did this and I did that and I'm a good person, and look at all their flaws and look at what they haven't done or look what they've done, and they don't deserve that. But who are we to say what people deserve and don't deserve? I mean, who made us the judge of everyone? And for the universal laws, like law of attraction, it does not care if you're quote unquote a good person or a bad person deemed by society, whatever that label is. It doesn't care if other people think you deserve it or not. It just is. So if a person that we'll just say is labeled as a bad person because of, I don't know, they steal or lie or manipulate, whatever it is that they do, they can still attract something that they want if they believe they deserve it and they really want it and they take action on it. And that action may be something like lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, whatever have you, to get that thing. And so we say they don't deserve it. Well, they manifested it. The universe has no choice but to provide it for them if they're doing all the necessary steps in manifesting. That's just how it is. It doesn't care if you're a good person or a bad person. It doesn't see like that. It just goes, again, by emotions, how people are feeling and what they're attracting. My advice for you, whenever you feel jealous, after accepting and acknowledging and saying, you know, it's okay, it does not make you a bad person because you feel this way, I want you to also continually remind yourself in every situation where you feel envious of someone is that this is an abundant world and you can have it too. You can have whatever you want. And again, it may not be exactly what you think you want. It may be something even better. And also remind yourself that happiness is not external. I know this feels so cliche, it's hippy dippy, but it doesn't make it any less true. You can't create happiness externally. You can't go and buy these things and attain these things and, you know, have all this stuff, have all these friends, and think that that's going to actually make you genuinely happy. I'm not saying that you don't deserve those things or you shouldn't have those things or they won't add value to your life in some capacity, but it's not going to be the basis of your happiness. You know, you can always add more love and joy, which is going to add to your happiness from some external sources, like being around people who lift you up instead of bring you down. That's going to add to your happiness, but it's not going to be the source of it. So you need to dig down deep and figure out why you think you have to have these other things in order to feel happy. And instead of focusing on lack, I don't have this, I can't have that, think about what you do have. Gratitude every single day. Think about why you're grateful. Write it down. Tell someone. Take a moment when you're feeling happy about something that you've done or attained, whatever it is, and really sit with that for a moment and just be like, I am so grateful for this wonderful meal I am sharing with this friend I haven't seen in a long time. Really sit and think about that and start to shift your focus to be more on abundance than lack. It's almost like a game. Like your mind will start to look for things to be grateful about. It'll be a subconscious habit that you've programmed within yourself, and you don't have to try so hard to remember to do that. You won't have to be as conscious about it because it's going to become subconscious. And every single time that someone manifests what they want that you also want, try your best to be happy for them, because that is also the universe showing you evidence that what you want is coming. Think, this person achieved this, I can achieve it too. Let it inspire you instead of make you feel defeated. And this is not something that happens just overnight. This is something you have to practice consciously changing your thoughts about. Don't believe everything you think. A lot of times we have these outside voices that are swirling around in our head, and we identify with those voices when we think that they're true just because we're thinking it. But let me tell you, the more you raise your consciousness, the more you're going to be aware of how to observe when those voices are truly how you want to think and feel, and not what you think you're supposed to feel or think because of what you've been told in our society, by your parents, by friends, by media, whatever it is. You have to start unlearning everything that you've learned and picking it apart, question everything, and start to form your own beliefs. So I think that's everything I've got for this topic. I hope this has helped some of you in some way to really understand what jealousy is and how you can start to get past it and program yourself to actually be more grateful for what you have and also appreciate what other people have as well, and know that it doesn't mean that you can't have it. In fact, it means the opposite. It means you definitely can have it. Like I said, that is confirmation from the universe saying, look, you're seeing signs, evidence of what you want. It's coming to you. You just got to believe that you deserve it and know that you can have anything you want. There is a gestation period for everything to come together for you. It doesn't just happen the second you think it, because if that happened, well, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Let's just say that. You don't want to manifest everything you think instantly, because you'd regret a lot of that probably. So anyways, I hope you are having a wonderful day or night, and I hope to see you guys very soon in my next video. Lots of love and hugs. Bye.